Hi, my name is Yoon. I'm currently a high school junior, grade 11 from Myanmar. I participated in Summit Research Scholars in 2025, and my main academic interests are psychology, medicine, public health, and interdisciplinary research, especially in topics related to youth mental health and education. I was initially inspired to join SRS because I wanted to experience what real research looks like beyond books and exams. I was especially drawn to SRS's emphasis on student-driven inquiry and mentorship, and it felt like a meaningful way to explore topics that I genuinely cared about. I think my favorite would have to be when we started writing research questions and getting deeper into clarifying and getting more concise. And this is because there are a lot of questions that go through my mind every single day. And I think learning how to actually make it more concise and make it more research oriented is really important to me, especially since in my classes at school, like English and EP seminar, I think it's really important to know how to properly write a research question and probably ask one, especially since it determines everything else that follows, such as the papers we look at and the data we look at. My research was focused on issues at the intersection of psychology, education, and youth well-being. And I chose this topic because it reflects real challenges that I see in my peers and students and people around me, especially after COVID and in our political situation in the country. And I wanted my research to have relevance beyond an academic field. I think the most memorable moment for me was realizing that it was okay to not have everything figured out at the start. And through discussions, revisions, and all the lectures, I saw my research question evolve, which made me more confident in navigating uncertainty. One of the most important skills that I learned was how to ask a clear, focused, and meaningful research question. And I also learned to be more comfortable with revision, feedback, and input from peers and mentors as part of the research project. Regarding research, I've actually used it more than I expected to. For example, shortly after the program ended, I found a scholarship program, which is to use the prompt and research on it and write a cohesive essay research paper almost. And I think all of the skills I learned in the research program was prominently used in that scholarship essay. But another case is at school in my class, particularly AP seminar, with our new performance test. I think where I learned how to make a research question more concise and more clear, I think that was the most important part for me, since it helped me determine which pathway to go and which research papers to really look at. So the program most prominently helped me see STEM and research as tools for impact and not just academic achievements. And it really reinforced my interest in pursuing psychology or medicine and showed me how research can inform real-world solutions, especially in mental health and education with my topic. So the most fitting word I think would be transformative, because SRS really changed how I think about learning, research, and my own ability to contribute meaningful ideas into the real world. I think the most important advice would be choose a topic you truly care about. This is because if you don't really care about the topic, you wouldn't be interested in following up on the research and reading the papers. But other advice would be stay open to feedback and don't be afraid of uncertainty, because research isn't about being perfect. but about being curious and persistent and having growth along the research process.